How's it going, everyone? So, today we're talking about something that a lot of people are trying to figure out right now, and that is how to actually get into IT. Because if you're new, it can feel like every job wants experience, but you can't get experience without a job, and it just kind of goes in circles. So, what I'm going to do in this video is go over 5 entry-level IT jobs that people actually get, like real starting points. All right. The first one's help desk technician. This is probably the most common starting point. Basically, you are the first line of support. So when someone at a company has an issue like their computer won't turn on, their internet isn't working, they forgot their password, then you're the person they go to. And yeah, sometimes it's simple stuff, sometimes it's not. A lot of what you're doing is troubleshooting. You're trying to figure out what's actually wrong step by step. You might be resetting passwords, setting up user accounts, installing software, or walking someone through fixing something over the phone. And I know that might not sound super exciting, but this role is huge because you learn how systems work, you learn how users think, and you get real hands on experience. On average in the US, a help desk technician makes somewhere around 48,000 to 51,000 a year, which is 23 to $24 an hour. Next is IT support specialist. This is kind of similar to help desk, but usually a little more hands-on. Instead of just remote support, you might actually be walking around fixing things in person. You might be setting up computers, replacing hardware, fixing printers, and dealing with network connections in an office. Stuff like that. And printers, you're probably going to deal with printers. This role starts getting you more comfortable with the physical side of IT, like how machines actually work, not just software. And again, this builds experience. On average in the US, an IT support specialist makes around 51,500 to 69,000 a year, which is 25 to 33 an hour. Next is a desktop support technician. In this one, you're still helping users, but now you're dealing more directly with their actual systems. So, desktops, laptops, operating systems, you might be troubleshooting Windows issues, handling updates, fixing performance problems, removing malware, stuff like that. You also start dealing a bit more with configurations, like setting things up the right way for a company. So instead of just fixing problems, you're also helping prevent them. And that's kind of where the mindset shifts a little bit. On average in the US, a desktop support technician makes around 48,000 to 58,000 a year, which is 23 to 25 an hour. Salaries generally range from 40,000 to 60,000 based on experience and location. Next is a network technician. A network technician works with networks. So, routers, switches, connections, basically how devices talk to each other. You might be setting up network equipment, checking connections, troubleshooting outages, or figuring out why something is slow. On average in the US, a network technician makes around 55,000 to 65,000 a year, which is 26 to 31 an hour. And lastly is a junior system administrator. This one you usually don't start here immediately, but it's still considered entry level in a lot of cases, especially if you already have some basic experience. A junior system administrator helps manage servers, systems, and users. So you might be creating accounts, managing permissions, monitoring systems, making sure everything is running properly. You could be working with things like Windows Server, Active Directory, maybe even some cloud platforms. And this is where you start getting closer to the quote back end of IT. Not just fixing problems, but maintaining entire systems. On average in the US, a junior system administrator makes around $63,244 to $68,878 a year, which is 30 to 33 an hour. A lot of people start in help desk. That's where you build your foundation. And from there you kind of figure out what you like. But it usually starts with just getting in. If you want help with learning the skills that you need for this job, course careers would be great. It's not too expensive and it doesn't take forever to finish. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. You don't need a degree. Some jobs ask for it, some don't. What helps more, especially at the beginning, are certifications and basic knowledge. Things like CompTIA A plus, Network plus, maybe even a cloud cert like AWS Cloud Practitioner. Stuff that gives you some credibility that you know a thing or two. Main thing is to practice. Set up your own lab, mess around with computers, break things, and fix them. If you're trying to get into IT, don't overthink it too much. You don't need to know everything. You just need to get started. Learn as you go and build from there. Once you get that first roll, everything starts to make more sense. Anyways, I hope that helped. If you like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. And remember, Floppy Tech loves you.